Welcome to the Fannattics Show Live, where we talk about anything and everything Magic fan related, not affiliated, on quest to our team's first ever NBA championship. And now to introduce your host of the stream, from Orlando, Florida. Y'all know him best, Hollywood.
Y'all already know what's going on. It's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan in action. We got something important to talk about because Magic fans, quite frankly, it was tough. It was tough because if you guys were not watching yesterday's game, we had a injury on court that was pretty tough, and that was Franz Wagner, right? It was so bad that his brother Mo, with help of Jace Richardson, helped carry him off of the court. But Magic fans, I know it was tough yesterday, and dealing all day today, I was at work and I just couldn't stop thinking about dang, I really wonder what this MRI is going to reveal. What is this going to show? What's going to happen from here? You start thinking, you start going on a whirlwind, honestly, because even myself, first thing I thought of, Grant Hill. And I said, you know what? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way this is about to happen to us again as a franchise. There's no way that, I wasn't, I was alive, but I wasn't a Magic fan. I was too young. I didn't even know what basketball was when Grant Hill was playing basketball for the Magic. But I became a fan in, 2009. I was 9 years old. So, y'all could do the math. 2003, 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, imagine, during that time frame, during that just era, you know what I mean? Just of Magic basketball, those 2000s, that Tracy era. I wasn't, just anywhere near involved. So this is my version of seeing it from getting drafted, and this is my version of, oh my goodness, this is the injury to our star of the decade. You know what I mean? And it's I get it. They got their obliques teared last year in terms of Paulo and Franz. But Magic fans, when you see somebody like Franz Wagner, and he's one of the toughest players in the league, and you see him like this on the floor, Magic fans, it's tough. It genuinely makes you feel bad. I talked about it yesterday where Magic fans, we invest in these players. You know what I mean? We invest in these players. They might not know who we are from a can of paint, but at the end of the day, our friends, our family, they know we're Magic fans. You know what I mean? My friends tell me all the time, oh, you're the Magic fan. Oh, people, I remember in high school, I've yet to look at my yearbook because I always said, I'll look at my yearbook in 20 years. I don't want to open it. Even at 18, I was I don't want to open it. I don't want to read nothing that's in here. I want to see it in 20 years, whether I remember who wrote what, whatever, right? But Magic fans, what I do remember was a lot of people that they told me, excuse me, they told me, regardless of what you tell me right now, regardless of where we go from here, I'll remember you're a Magic fan. You know what I mean? So, we represent this team everywhere we go. I say it all the time. The team name is the Orlando Magic. It's not the Magic. The players, they're the Magic part. They represent the Magic on the court. They cook up that Magic. They score them points. They play that defense, and they win those games. But at the end of the day, that beginning, that's our jobs as the fans. We're the Orlando. We represent that portion of this team. And Magic fans, when I saw the look in Franz Wagner's face, that's where I said, oh man, this might be bad. This might be really bad. But Magic fans, I'm not going to lie to you. It took a lot of prayers. It took a lot of hope. We never gave up faith. We always said, let the doctors do what the doctors got to do. And I have a saying right here, right? Where if you guys don't speak Spanish, which I know a lot of my audience probably doesn't. So it says in Spanish, lo que está para ti. And then it says, love mom, right? Of course. So my mom used to have this saying, which in Cuban, it's a very famous saying where lo que está para ti, which means what's meant for you is meant for you. And with Franz, that's what I thought. With Franz, I was thinking, you know what? It is what it is. what's meant for him is meant for him. I know, I believe in God and God does no wrong. And I think, whatever is meant for us is meant for us. And lo and behold, I'm on break at my job. It's my lunch break. I'm in my car and no update. It's like, I think I took my break. What time was it? I think it was like 1:30 and I took like a late break. It was like 2 o'clock, right? And I'm like, I took it at 1:40. So keep in mind, it's like 2 o'clock-ish. No update. And everyone on Twitter is like, where's the update? Where's the update? And I'm just like, I really can't believe there's no update. Right? Like, even myself, I'm like, I can't believe this. I just came on lunch. I'm thinking there's going to be an update and nothing. And I'm thinking about this the whole day. And then all of a sudden, I take a little nap. I'm like, you know what? Let me enjoy. I ate my food. I'm like, let me enjoy my last little bit of this break. And I'm like, you know what? Let me open Twitter for the last 6 minutes. Lo and behold, I see breaking news. Franz Wagner's face on the little frame. And I go, oh my goodness. Because last time that I saw Franz Wagner's face was right here. So to see breaking news, I go, oh my goodness. First thing I thought of was this. I go, what's going to happen? Like, please don't be bad. Please don't be bad. Please don't be bad. And Magic fans, lo and behold, Franz Wagner. I get it. It's still an injury. I get it. It's still, you're going to be out for maybe a month. But Magic fans, let me read it to you from Shams Charania and Young Misuk. Orlando Magic Franz Wagner received positive news after an MRI revealed he suffered a high left ankle sprain, the team announced. Wagner, Franz, Boogie, however you want to call him, underwent the MRI on Monday after he was injured in the first quarter of the Magic's 106-100 loss to the New York Knicks on Sunday. The injury appeared to be much worse after his left leg bent awkwardly upon hard landing after a foul. Magic fans, if y'all wasn't watching the game, hard landing, this is what he looked like. Magic fans, we gonna keep going. The MRI showed no structural damage to his left leg. No structural damage to his left leg. Magic fans, I get it. He's still gonna be out for a little bit. I get it. But you know what, Magic fans? This could have been season ending. But it wasn't. And guess what? We got a little game in a couple weeks that's pretty important to Franz Wagner. Magic fans, do you know what's in just a little bit? In a couple weeks, maybe a month. Magic fans, we got the Orlando Magic and the Memphis Grizzlies in Berlin. Yeah, like not the Kia Center, not the FedEx Forum, not Orlando, not Memphis, not even the country of the United States of America. Magic fans, we going to Berlin. And you know what makes this hype? Is that now this was the biggest fear, right? Franz ain't gonna be able to play in Berlin. We see who's on the cover. We want Franz. We want Mo. That's what they selling. Of course, they the Germans. They the guys. They gotta play this game. There's no way we have a Berlin basketball game and Franz Wagner and Mo Wagner do not play. Magic fans, when we saw Franz like this, Magic fans, I ain't know if we was gonna make it to Berlin. But guess what, Magic fans? God bless Shams, and he let us know that Franz is okay. I get it. It's still a lot. But that kid is special. German engineering. BMW. Call it the Franz Wagner. Man, it's tough. My kids ever have a sickness, I'm gonna tell them, yo, be Franz Wagner. Take the Vicks, go to the court, hoop it, bro. Walk it off. Walk it off. The fact that this man Franz, oh my God. Oh, God is great. God is great. I'm so excited that this game might actually go down with Franz and Mo on court. Who knows? We're not gonna predetermine anything. We're not gonna do that at all. But Magic fans, at least one thing that I do know is that, lo and behold, we're not going to miss him for too much. Because Magic fans, if you look at this. Look at this. The injury, I'm going to keep reading. No structural damage to his left leg. You know I'm hype. Sorry. You know I'm hype. Get me away from the soundboard. Wagner's return will depend on, oh man, Magic fans, you see it there? On how he responds to treatment. Let me say it one more time. Wagner's return. Bro, I'm crying. Wagner's return will depend on how he responds to treatment. According to the Magic. But sources say the injury typically requires 2 to 4 weeks for recovery. We can't play it because we lost to the Knicks. But we just hype because Magic fans, why are you celebrating? He's out for 2 to 4 weeks. Why are you celebrating so much, Hollywood? I don't understand. Magic fans, when you was watching this game, if you got the opportunity and were blessed enough to be able to see this game live and just like watch the play happen, it was scary, man. It was scary. It was so scary. I told my family about it. I told my friends about it. I told my neighbor about it. I went for a walk. My neighbors was like, how you doing? I literally told them for the first time ever I spoke to them. It was always like, I said, not good. Franz Wagner. Them boys said, no. I said, were y'all watching the game? They were like, yeah, but we stopped. We was out here. I said, man, he went down. I don't know. I'm praying for my boy, but it might not look good. Magic fans, to then follow it up with 2 to 4 weeks. Magic fans, it was a scary fall. Like, it was one of those falls where mentally I think we have to make sure Franz is okay. I think that's something the team really has to do, is make sure that Franz Wagner is mentally okay. Because that fall was scary. And Franz is a slasher. Franz, what does slasher mean, Magic fans? If y'all ain't in the 2K community, I guess I don't play 2K no more. I've retired a long time ago. But when I used to play like that when I was in high school, Magic fans, a slasher was the dude, he ain't do nothing but cut in the paint and do these Euro steps and do these dunks and do these freakish of things like Giannis type of thing. Giannis, true slasher. Franz, true slasher. Them boys could hit a 3 here or there, but them boys is going in the paint the whole time, cutting it up in the paint. Boom, yamming it on them if it's really, really open for them. Magic fans, I'm telling you right now, we have to make sure that he's mentally okay because we got to have him play aggressive. He was doing great. He's on an all-star pace. Magic fans, I hope this 2 to 4 week like little intermission doesn't truly do anything to him in terms of mentally. But we know physically he's going to have to take a little bit to come back. Of course, it says Orlando will have to play the Miami Heat in their NBA Cup quarterfinal Tuesday without Wagner. Orlando will have to play the Miami Heat in their NBA Cup quarterfinal Tuesday without Wagner. Magic fans, the forward has been Orlando's best and steadiest player, averaging 23.4 points and 6.2 rebounds, and improving his three-point shooting to 35.4 before going down early at New York. He is a big reason for the Magic. He is a big reason the Magic were able to go 7-3 without Paolo Banchero, who returned from a groin injury last Friday. Magic fans, we know the drill. We know injuries are upon us. We know we're the Orlando Magic. We know we're never meant to have an injury-ridden team. But you know what, Magic fans? We got the NBA Cup to focus on. Magic fans, we just have to be grateful. We have to really, honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, we have to honor. I know Thanksgiving's in the past and we in Christmas time, but we got to be thankful. The fact that this injury to Franz is only going to sideline him 2 to 4 weeks. Mentally, I think that's the biggest thing that we have to take out of this from Franz. Will he be okay mentally? Can we bring him back confidence-wise to be able to go into the paint, to be able to catch a lob? That first lob, we got to get him open. We can't do these risky lobs. AB, I love you. You know you my dog. But I'm going to say this right here, regardless of who the point guard was. We cannot. It was a late lob. Cut the lob bullshit. I'm so sorry. That injury right there shows us if we don't got an open lob, don't lob it up. It was a late lob, throw a normal pass, get the 2 points. You know, sometimes the flashiness gets us in trouble. Sometimes the overzealousness gets us in trouble. Confidence is always great. You know what I mean? It's always lovely when you go up to a female, you know, you're like, what's up, mama? My name is so on and so forth. You know, my name is just Hollywood 407. You know, I got so on and so forth. But you know what? I'm here for you, baby. What's up? Of course, that's great. But it comes to a point where if you just every single day, I'm the best. I don't got, you can't tell me nothing. Ain't nobody gonna want to be around you. Ain't nobody gonna want. You got to learn to take the criticism. You got to learn to, yes, you can gloat. Yes, you can be like, let's do a lob here or there. But to do a lob just like that, to force one, cut the forcing. Let's do we get open. Because the lobs are beautiful. We've turned into Lob City. AB himself is the master at lobs, let alone catching them. It was just a nasty play, and honestly, Hakimi, whatever buddy's name was, sorry, shout out Morocco. I think it's Hakumi, something like that. Whatever the dude's name on New York was, should not have jumped. I don't know why he jumped. Should not have jumped. Completely reckless. The fact that you go up, it's a late lob. We all know. I'm at home. I played YMCA basketball. That's the highest form of basketball that I played. You mean to tell me I knew that it was a late lob? Come on, bro. You in NBA. Why are you going up for that? You know you wasn't going to block it. What you trying to do on that play? Essentially, block it. What? Y'all up 2? Y'all down 2? It was such a close game in the fourth. My dog, it was in the first quarter. What we doing? Magic fans, I'm just glad that it was 2 to 4 weeks when it could have been way worse. It could have been to a point where we could have had Franz out for a while. It could have been to a point where this could have been a career-altering injury. I know. It's not 2 to 4 weeks. You would think, how is it a career-altering injury if it was just 2 to 4 weeks? Magic fans, it was a scary fall, and these are the types of falls that there are some players who don't get back up from those. They never become the same. They never play the same. They never are able to get to where they were prior to that play. And Magic fans, we all know that Franz Wagner is one of the toughest SOBs to play in this game. So the fact that he was on the floor like, whoa, that's what got us all worried. But you know what? The fact that we know now, 2 to 4 weeks. That man's a dog. January, we have Memphis in Berlin, and it seems like Franz Wagner is going to be there. Magic fans, we got the pregame for the Miami Heat NBA Cup matchup coming soon. If you're watching this video, by the time this video comes out, I'm already recording the next video, so that means that Miami Heat pregame video is out. Check that out on this channel. Magic fans, y'all already know, it's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan. I appreciate y'all. Tune in to the game tomorrow. What day is today? The 8th, December 9th. We got the NBA Cup. Very, very important game versus the Miami Heat. Do not miss that matchup. But Magic fans, Franz Wagner is going to be out for a little bit. Prayers up to Bugs. Speedy recovery to Bugs. But we are so glad that it was just 2 to 4 weeks. It was a high ankle sprain, and it was not anything deeper than that. Magic fans, y'all already know, it's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan. Franz being one of my favorite players in the league, let alone on my team, let alone just in a long time. Franz is one of those players. He's brought a lot of joy to us. He's brought a lot of spirit to the game, to the city, to this franchise, to what we got going in. Magic fans, y'all already know, we are glad to hear that it wasn't too bad. 2 to 4 weeks. He's going to come back stronger than ever. We all know Boogie. Y'all already know, it's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan. And like always, that's a wrap. Stay tuned for that Miami Heat pregame NBA Cup where we got to beat them again. But y'all already know, for this video, we out of here. Play my outro, baby.
Hollywood, and it's evident I am just a Magic fan. Old Town, I'ma represent. Taking charge, go commando. Now we living in Miami, but you know I rep Orlando. Oak Ridge, yeah, it lives in me. Walking down the road, passing by OBT. 407 every day, it stay on repeat. Blue in my blood, ain't no stopping me.